How's it going, everyone? We are coming up on the month of April, and that means a batch of new PlayStation Plus titles will be given to Essential subscribers, and ultimately we will get an update on PlayStation Plus's game catalog once again for Extra and Premium subscribers. Mainly want to focus on the Essential titles that I personally would love to see added to the library. Now, a couple things to note. Obviously, we already have one game confirmed for the lineup. We'll get into that in a second, and it's a pretty notable one, so excited about that. Also, if, based on what we've seen in the past, there are times where titles that are available in the PlayStation Plus Extra catalog are also given away as PlayStation Plus Essential titles. So keep that in mind. Some of these titles are already in the Extra catalog. I think only one of them are. One of them is as well, but it's actually being cycled out of the catalog, so I think it would be an opportunity to give it away as a Plus Essential title. More on that in a little bit. But with that being said, let's get right into it. Again, this is just my roundup. If you guys want to drop down what you would like to see, remember that I always do try to keep these lineups relatively realistic. No, I don't expect God of War Ragnarok will be in the Plus Essential lineup. So let's get right into it. Let's start off with the game that is already confirmed, and that is, of course, Behavior Interactive's Meet Your Maker. Coming from the developers of Dead by Daylight, Meet Your Maker is a post-apocalyptic first-person building and raiding game where every level is designed by the players, play solo or with a friend as you mastermind devious maze-like outposts full of traps, guards, then gear up for a methodical, fast-paced combat. Raiding other players is creation. This is a super interesting game, and I'm happy that a game like this is being given away in Plus Essentials catalog. I've been pretty vocal about the fact that I don't ever expect PlayStation Plus to be on the level of Game Pass, at least nowhere in the near future, where, you know, they're giving away games of AAA caliber, such as an Atomic Heart or Wolong Fallen Dynasty in the subscription service, any tier, on day one. However, I like the idea of offering games like a Stray, like a Chia that Sony offered last month, and in the case of Meet Your Maker, it's going right into the PlayStation Plus Essential lineup of titles. It's not even PlayStation Plus Extra. So this is a lower key title that doesn't have a ton of buzz around it, but with the addition of it as a PlayStation Plus Essential title, it might actually propel it to be, you know, it being introduced to a lot more people. A lot more people can check it out, and with the community aspect being at the heart of Meet Your Maker, I think that'll ultimately benefit the game as well. You can make the argument, hey, why is it in PlayStation Plus Essential? Shouldn't you keep it in Plus Extra? So, you know, people that, let's say, sign up a month after the game comes out, they'll still be able to play it. I don't exactly know how the dealings like that work. Nevertheless, we're already starting off April with a positive note, with a game that's brand new being added to the service. And by the way, the game is being released at $29.99, so the fact that this is a part of PlayStation Plus Essential, I think that is a pretty notable addition right off the bat. That is due out on April 4th. Okay, moving on from that, now let's talk about some games that I would personally like to see. I'm going to mention this one as many times as I can until we actually get it to happen, and that is Dreams. Dreams is a game that I've been vocal about the fact that either they need to give it away as a PlayStation Plus title, they need to add it to the PlayStation Plus Extra lineup. I don't even know what they gotta do to get this game in more people's hands, but they gotta do all that they can do. Media Molecule did such a great job in this game, and this is a game that really showcases so much creativity that the community of people that are invested into this game have. And even if you're not one that is super creative, you don't want to get into the creation suite and things like that, the thing about Dreams and the Media Molecule titles like Little Big Planet is you can explore the various creations that so many other talented people have cultivated, and you just have that all available within the world of Dreams. Am I saying there's AAA big budget experiences that are created with the Dreams creation suite? No, but there are compelling experiences that I feel like more people should be engaged with, and it's such a unique game in its own right. The fact is, it readily is available pretty cheap. The MSRP is $19.99. It goes on sale. It's literally on sale right now for $8. Why not throw it on PlayStation Plus? If you're not going to do it on the Extra tier, just give it away as an Essential title, and then, hey, circle back and throw it in Extra a couple months after that. I feel like that is actually a pretty effective way that Sony can handle it by double dipping on it. I mean, I personally wouldn't like it, but I feel like that's something Sony could do. So the fact that Dreams isn't available in any of the PlayStation Plus tiers is kind of wild to me, and I feel like it should be added here in the near future, and hopefully, I don't know, maybe April's that month where it finally happens. All right, next up, we have Doom. Doom 2016 is currently available in PlayStation Plus Extra, but, you know, it's a game that I could easily see being offered as a PlayStation Plus Essential title. It's a quality first-person shooter, fast-paced, and if you want to get people engaged into the franchise as a whole, get people to pick up Doom Eternal, why not give away Doom? It's a game that I think, you know, for those that haven't checked it out, they would be like, hey, that's a Pretty notable IP. Let me go check it out. Not a super lengthy game. Think it could do quite well as a PlayStation Plus Essential title, even though currently it is available in the Extra catalog. Alright, next up. Mentioned this a couple months ago, but NieR Replicant and NieR Automata, gonna give both those a mention. Now, as far as which one would be an Essential title, I would imagine they would go with NieR Automata first, given that that game is all the way from 2017. However, I do foresee both of the games at some point being added to PlayStation Plus Extra, at least for a, a duration of time. I don't expect it to be added in perpetuity, but it seems like Square Enix and Sony have a really solid relationship in terms of what they're offering to Plus Extra. You look at all the Kingdom Hearts titles being offered, so many Final Fantasy games. There's just a lot of quality from Square Enix's end on Plus Extra, and they just added Nioh: The World Ends With You. It seems like they're slowly trickling these games into Plus Extra. Could easily see the NieR titles being added at some point. And both NieR Replicant and NieR Automata are fantastic games that I would strongly recommend. I know narratively for a lot of people it can be kind of confusing, and trust me, it was for me, but then when you really play through Automata, especially multiple times, and you play through Replicant, it comes together pretty nicely. Phenomenal soundtrack across the two games. I mean, that goes without saying, even though Square Enix sets a very high bar in terms of expectations from a sound design standpoint and a soundtrack standpoint. NieR Replicant and Automata are both tremendous in that regard, and the gameplay is rather strong. Again, narratively, it does become pretty compelling as you, delve further into them. So, both of those titles, no-brainers to me, and I would like to see them mainly because they still go for a hefty price point even when they go on sale. Automata, $19.99, Replicant, $29.99. As somebody that bought the highest end edition of Replicant and is a big fan of the franchise, I'm sure that those titles being widely available to a lot of other people through subscription services would make them more appealing for a lot of you guys to check them out. So let's hope for Automata and Replicant to at some point be added. Next up, no-brainer here. Sackboy: A Big Adventure, I feel like, is due to be added, either in Plus Essential or Plus Extra. It's kind of surprising that this hasn't been added. It's one of the jarring, PlayStation exclusives that hasn't been added to the service. Dreams definitely being another one, but Sackboy, I feel like, at the very least, should get an Essential run at some point, or maybe you'll just throw it into the PlayStation Plus Extra tier, but it's a really good platformer that it came out on launch day on PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. It is a cross-gen game, and while it's not, what Little Big Planet was, it's totally a different game. Sackboy is just the lead star in a Sackboy: A Big Adventure, of course. It's still a quality platformer that's really accessible to just about anyone, and it's a game that I wouldn't recommend you to spend $60 on, but as a part of a subscription service just being given away as a PlayStation Plus freebie, oh hell yeah, I think it would be a game that a lot of people would want to check out. And Sackboy still has some cachet as a mascot, so I think it would be very easy to sell it from a marketing standpoint, even if you throw it into Plus Extra. I mean, having Sackboy in the middle of, your Plus Extra banners, I think that does do quite a lot. Lastly, I do want to give a shout to Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm 4. Now, this is available in Plus Extra right now, but it is being cycled out of Plus Extra as well, and I think something like this has happened in the past where a game was cycled out of Plus Extra and then, immediately was given away as a Plus Essential title. I don't know if that's gonna happen with Naruto Storm 4, but, Bandai Namco and Sony have had a pretty solid relationship. We just saw Code Vein being given away as a Plus title. Could easily see something like Naruto Storm 4 being given away, especially because the value in Storm 4 really isn't that high. With Storm Connections coming out later this year, Storm 4 just is what it is, and it's the base game. It's usually not even the Road to Boruto edition, but if you want to give the Road to Boruto edition as a Plus title, I think that would be great as well. That would be, I don't know, maybe a little greedy on my end, but why not? Why not also throw in the Road to Boruto expansion? I mean, it's not like Storm 4 is selling a ton of copies these days, and you are setting yourself up to release the latest Storm title later this year. Hopefully Storm 5 is in development as well, since Storm Connections really does seem like more of a bridge the gap kind of game from Storm 4 to Storm 5, but we'll see how that turns out. Storm 4 as a Plus Essential title, I think it makes all the sense in the world. But that is going to do it for me. Again, we already know come April, you'll be getting Meet Your Maker for free, but thought these other titles would also be quality games to add to a Plus Essential lineup. That's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.